Guess what, guys? The former Chief of Defense Staff, General Tukur Buratai, has urged Wike to apologize to the president and also the naval officer involved in the viral video. Let me read the news to you guys. The event of 11/2025 involving the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, demands an immediate and serious response. His public disparagement of a uniformed officer of the Nigerian Armed Forces transcends mere misconduct. It represents a palpable threat to national security and institutional integrity. This cannot be dismissed as a political theater. It is a reckless endangerment of national order. This action by Wike is clearly an indication of undermining the federal government's authority. Consequently, Barrister Nyesom Wike must tender an immediate and unequivocal public apology to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Commander-in-Chief of the entire Armed Forces of Nigeria and the specific officer whose honor was violated. Our nation's security must come first. It is time for decisive action, not politics of military bashing. The integrity of our armed forces demands nothing less. Tukur Buratai. Now you can see this public statement by the former Chief of Defense Staff of Nigeria, saying that Wike must apologize to the president. You know, the president of Nigeria is the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. Disrespecting the military is also disrespecting the president. And if you disrespect a military officer, it's like you've disrespected the whole military. They always stand for their own. We need to understand these things. So now this public statement by General Tukur Buratai is actually telling Wike that, look, you have to apologize to the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and you also have to apologize to that naval officer, A.M. Yarima, who you disrespected and called a pig fool. And I believe that that is right. Officer Yarima deserves a public apology from Mr. Nyesom Wike. And people need to understand, this isn't the first time we are having issues with Mr. Wike belittling or insulting someone in the public. Let me take you back to this old video of Mr. Nyesom Wike, where he belittled a traditional ruler, calling him a small boy.
Stop shaking your head, because that's sacrifice for you. You should stop shaking your head. You are one of those who are causing problem. They gave you chieftaincy, you're a young boy, so you don't even know what to do with it. And then when I'm speaking, you're shaking your head like this. Oh, fake, causing problem everywhere. You just go and wear something that's bigger than you. When somebody looking for power, you would think that an elderly person, very small young man, this man. I know when I was in school, he was running around, going for errand.
So what is the response from Mr. Wike? Have the minister of the FCT apologized to these figures? Has he apologized to this naval officer? So far, there's no news on that, but Mr. Wike has proceeded to ban the use of mobile phone by AGIF staff to avoid such kind of viral video happening in the future. Is this a good one from Mr. Wike? Let me read the news to you guys. Wike bans use of mobile phone by AGIF staff after viral clash with naval officer. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has imposed a total ban on the use of mobile phone by employees of the Abuja Geographical Information Systems, AGIS, and the Department of Land Administration. So you can see, this is the response from Mr. Wike, who is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. So far, he hasn't apologized to this naval officer. We don't know whether he's going to apologize in the future, but the first move that he has done so far, in less than 24 hours of this video going viral, Mr. Nyesom Wike has banned the use of mobile phone by the AGIS members. And this is one thing we need to admire about our military. Our military will always stand for their own. In fact, the Chief of Defense Staff has come openly to declare support for this naval officer involved in the viral video. He is doing his job and doing it greatly well. Defense Minister backs naval officer in heated clash with Wike over Abuja land. Now, after this video went viral, almost every Nigerian has declared support for A.M. Yarima, including the Chief of Defense Staff, who has declared support, saying that he is doing his job. After the wake of this whole incident, the IGP of police also made a statement. The truth is that a nation's first line of defense is not its army, it is its people, educated, disciplined, and united by the rule of law. IGP Kayode Adeolu. According to the IGP of police, the first line of defense is to have educated people who are united by the rule of law. These are the kind of people who are going to become progressives in the society. In the military, they will always stand for their own. They will always support their own. In fact, the Nigerian Defense Headquarters came out to make this statement. It is an honor to serve in the Nigerian military, unshaken, unbent, unbroken. So this is how the whole situation has played out in less than 24 hours of this video going viral. This is what has been happening throughout Nigeria. In fact, right now, this video is still having a lot of reactions. A lot of Nigerians are triggered by the act of politicians on how they abused power and how they do not respect people, especially our military men. So that's why you see most of the escort for these politicians are Mopol, police, and other security agencies, but you don't see military people attached to politicians. Why? Because the only person who has power over a military man is his superior or the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. In fact, so many Nigerian ladies have started crushing on this guy. You need to see, they're already doing pre-wedding pictures. I've seen a lot of pictures. I've laughed so much, and it's so funny. Nigerians are very funny people, and even in the heat of all this, we found a way to create humor out of it. And you trust Nigerian women, and they are already shooting their shot on this young man. Yarima, if you don't have a second wife, you can pick from all these ladies. They're already proposing to you. Let's hear from the horse's mouth himself, Yarima. He made a post on social media on X. This was the post he made. Military zone, keep off. We sacrificed and suffered during training, not to be disrespected by civilians who think we don't know our job. Thanks to Nigeria for the love and motivation, better days ahead. Well, thank you to Yarima for showing a sign of a true leader. You are a young man, and you have shown Nigerians that even when you have all the power in the world, and even when you have the right to disrespect people who disrespected you, you showed a lot of restraint, you showed a lot of resolve, and you showed a lot of patience and handled the matter appropriately. So we are also thanking you, Yarima, for being a good role model to other Nigerians and also to other military officers. Some military officers will use this opportunity to abuse their power, but you showed restraint, you showed your strong resolve, and you showed your patience. Thank you to Yarima. See you guys in the next video. Peace.